Hi students, this is A. Mandari Kumar Rajesh. In this video, we are going to discuss a topic called sex determination in plants. First, we must understand what is called sex. Sex can be defined as the contrasting features of male and female individual of the same species, and that is called sex. That is the definition for sex. Then what is called sex determination? It is a process of sex differentiation. It is a process of sex differentiation in which utilizes various genetical concepts to decide whether a particular individual will develop into male or female, and that process is called sex determination process. So it is a process of sex differentiation. Sex differentiation in which utilizes various genetical concepts to decide whether a particular individual will develop into male or female, and that process is called sex determination process. Then how can we determine sex in plants? So plants also have sexes. That means male and female parts are present in a flower. So how can we determine sex in plants? So in 1917, C. E. Allen discovered sex determination in plants. In 1917, C. Allen discovered sex determination in plants. His findings tell us it is a complicated process. So it can be determined by some of the factors. The sex can be determined by some of the factors. The first factor is environment. Then the second factor is chromosome. Then the third factor is genic factors or gene factors. Then the final one is hormones. So these are the factors which can determine sex of a plant. So let me explain these factors in upcoming my lecture. So wait a minute. Let me explain the factor environment, how plays a major role in determining sex of a plant. So environment also plays a major role in determining sex of a plant. For example, equisetum. So equisetum is a gymnosperm. It is otherwise called as, the common name is horsetail. So if equisetum grown in unfavorable condition, it will develop into male plant. If equisetum grown in favorable condition or optimum condition, that plant will develop into female. That plant will develop into female. So other plants like cucumber, melon, then cannabis. Also, the sex of the flower is affected by environment factor like temperature and day length. Day length means photoperiodism. So, environment plays a major role in determining sex of a plant. Then I am going to explain the chromosome, the factor chromosome. In many plants, sex determination is based on sex chromosomes. In many plants, sex determination is based on sex chromosomes. The chromosomal mechanism of sex determination in plants can be classified into two types. They are homomorphic chromosomes. The second one is heteromorphic chromosomes. So homomorphic chromosome means they are morphologically identical. And they are similar in size, similar in shape and genetic constituents. And the pair of homologous chromosomes are identical, and that chromosomes are called as homomorphic chromosomes. So it is a homomorphic chromosome. It contains pair of homologous chromosome which contains sex chromosome X and X. Here you can find the chromosome, homologous pair of chromosomes are similar in size, similar in shape, and they contain same genetic composition, but somewhat different in male and female. For example, it is a male plant which contains same morphologically identical chromosomes. They are similar in size, shape and genetic composition, but somewhat little bit different from male and female. So the X chromosome contains some genes to maintain the female character, while in the case of Y chromosomes they contain some genes to maintain the male character, but it contains they are similar in size, similar in shape and in genetic composition. And I am going to write some of the sex chromosome which determines the sex in the homomorphic chromosome plants. For example, papaya plant is an example for homomorphic chromosomes. So it may contains XX, so it is a female. If it contains, that plant contains XY, it may be a male plant. Then the second possibility, XY, that plant may contain and it said to be female. XX, if a plant contain and it is said to be male. So these are all some possibilities of homomorphic chromosomes which determines the sex in papaya plant. Then in the case of heteromorphic chromosomes can be defined into, they are dissimilar in size, dissimilar in shape and dissimilar in genetic constituent or genetic composition. So the pair of homologous chromosome, there is no homologous, somewhat they are homologous to each other. So they are dissimilar in size, dissimilar in shape and dissimilar in genetic constituents, and that chromosomes are called as heteromorphic chromosomes. For example, it is a chromosome, this is a X chromosome, and this is a Y chromosome. This is a Y chromosome. So you can find the difference between X and Y chromosomes. They are dissimilar in size and shape and their genetic constituent. So for example, for heteromorphic chromosomes are Selene latifolia. That name is given in our book. Then I am going to write some of the possibilities of sex chromosome composition. So here XX female. If the plant contains XX chromosome, they are said to be female. If it contains XY, they are said to be male. Suppose it contains XX, again it is a female, while in the case of male it may contains X, Y1, Y2, and that plants are said to be male. Here you can find one more Y chromosome and that plant is said to be male. Then the third possibility X1, then X2, that is said to be female. Then in the male X1, X2, Y1, Y2, if that plant contains this type of chromosomes, they are said to be male. These are all additional information. You can remember it, you can memorize it, take it down, otherwise you can leave it. So these are all additional informations. Please, you have to remember the definition between homomorphic and heteromorphic and their shape and size. These are all additional information. I give you additional information for you only. If it is needed, you can take it down. Okay, no problem. Then I am going to tell about the sex determination by genic factor, that is gene factors. Then the next factor is sex determination by genes. Genes may be single or several genes which involve in sex determination of plants. So the gene may be single or several genes which involve in sex determination of plants. Then sex determination of plants of genes applicable in the case of both monoecious and dioecious. The sex determination of plants by genes applicable in the case of both monoecious and dioecious plants. Monoecious plant means that plant which contains both male and female sex organ in the same individual plant. While in the case of dioecious, the plant which contains only one sex organ in that individual. That means male or female sex present in one individual, and that condition is called as dioecious. So genes may be single or several genes control the sex of a plant. Then the next factor is hormones. The plant hormones also plays a major role in sex determination of plants. For example, sorry, I forgot to give some of the examples of sex determination by genes. They are papaya, then asparagus, etc. Then come to hormones, the factor hormones. So in maize plant, the hormone gibberellin plays the important role in maintaining sex of that plant. In maize plant, the hormone gibberellin plays a major role in maintaining sex of that plant. So gibberellin, that hormone gibberellin can suppresses or can control the development of male flower, male flower. Then cytokinin. So cytokinin also a plant growth hormone which can promotes the female flower development. So cytokinin is a plant growth hormone which can promotes female flower development. Then ethylene treatment, it is a gas. Ethylene gas also, that ethylene treatment can also promotes the development of female flower. If a plant is treated with ethylene, it can promote the development of female flower. So the sex of the plant is determined by the factors like environment, chromosome, genic factors and hormones. So that's all about the sex determination in plants by some factors. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, please let me know. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.